Welcome all. It's time to finally start showing off the classic games that I used to play. And here's the first one, Diablo I. This is the Shareware version, so it's got a few things, not allowed to me. I can't go to like the third level in the dungeon or play the rogue and the mage class, but whatever. We are going to start with this game from my classic game series and just show you off what it's all about. So here we are in good old Tristram. This is my character, and here's some of the old guys. Here's Farmer the Drunk, and we can't talk to him in the Shareware version, but whatever. But basically this is like old Tristram, the old town fort. There's Pepin the Healer, he heals you and gives you healing items. There's Cain the Elder, you know him from the other free games, he identifies your items and follows you around. Griswold the Blacksmith, he repairs your items and sells you stuff. Ogden the Tavern Owner, I think he tells you a little bit about the backstory of what's going on.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or all dragged away to become slaves. Or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I could tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
So Ogden here, he's just mostly the guy who tells you what's going on in town. There's Jillian, she's in their gossip NPC. Moving around in here, we can move all the way down to the edge of town over here. We'll eventually find a bridge, and that will take us to where the cave entrances will be, and where we'll find Wirt the Pegleg Boy. People who usually get the leg of Wirt. He was the guy who you go to for your supreme items. So what have you got? He sells you good stuff. Of course, there's one thing to note here. I have something that's for sale, but it will cost you 50 gold just to take a look. So he basically costs you money to look at your items, but it's usually a good item that you'll find there when you do it. There's also one more NPC, and she's the one that's actually unaccounted for. All the other NPCs here, Griswold turned into a zombie in Diablo II and you need to kill him. Wirt was just a dead corpse. Cain, he lived through all three of the games, but he died in the third one when he got assassinated. And then here's the one that's unaccounted for, Adria the Witch. And she appeared in Diablo 1 and then she reappeared in Diablo 3. And she sells the magic stuff. Alright, so that's basically the overview of the town. Let's go to a dungeon. Here's the entrance to the catacombs when you get it, but that takes like I think 4 levels. You only go for like the church chapel for 4 levels, then you go to the catacombs for 4 levels, then you go to the caves for 4 levels, and then you go to the bowels of hell, I guess it is. So we're gonna go to the dungeon here.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
And as you go to like different sections of the dungeon, you get like a little the sanctity of this place is foul or whatever. Or you go to the caves and it's hot down here. And in the catacombs it goes about like the stench of the death or whatever. Here's a cloak. I'll put that on. And we're gonna just repair this cloak, I guess, just so the durability is up. Each of the character classes in Diablo 1, they all have a special ability that's unique to them. They're not really anything special. The rogue can disarm traps, the mage can recharge saves, and this guy can repair durability. The thing here to note is that he repairs stuff at a cost, so the durability of this total item goes down every time he does it, so it's usually not a great thing, but it's great for the early beginnings when it's useful. When you have no crap items and you don't really care what happens to them. Die. And here's some of the old enemies of yore. The skeleton. Ow. the zombie. The scavenger. The fallen one demon. Those will be the first 4 that will grace our presence in the first level here. And what I usually like to do in this game, I like just to run around willy-nilly exploring the levels and getting my experience up before continuing down to the next level. Something to note, as you level up, the monsters will actually not get progressively harder, but they'll actually be changed according to your level. So if I was like to drop down like a shaft or trapdoor into like the caves, I would actually be fighting like monsters that are more or less equivalent to my level in the caves, which is odd, but that's just how it worked. You don't actually fight monsters based on the you know, the surroundings, but you fight them based on what your level is. Though for first level, it's always fixed. You always fight the same skeleton, zombie, scavenger, and fallen one. Getting a little injured if I have to wash it, but so this is taking damage again. My cloak, 7 durability, but whatever. If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. I'll always find a new one. It's like crap items I found, right? So back up. I should note that each of these monsters has a different algorithm on how they play as well. The fallen ones, if they see something die, like that's like, you know, that's a friendly to them. So let's say I kill a zombie next to him. I'm gonna run away. Ah, scary. So basically, this guy's like a cowardly type guy, and other monsters like skeletons and zombies. Like zombies, they just sort of wander around aimlessly until they see you, and then they charge at you. This guy, if I hit him, he'll actually, if he lives the hit and runs away, he'll actually start feeding on bodies to get his HP back up. So he actually, you know, eats a corpse and gets HP back. But he's got too much little HP that I'm hitting him too hard for it to matter. The mage might have a little bit more luck with that though. Now I leveled up, so let's put up our magic. I raised magic on the warriors because there's spell books that you'll find, and we'll get to them later, but I find that early on you just want to raise up magic until, like, you know, you get like max on a warrior, and then like you get like your other stuff. Stats basically tell you what you can do in your character. You need certain like magic to be able to cast spells. You need certain strength and dexterity to wield certain items, etc., etc. Kill him. Ooh, there's a bookcase. There's a book. And I'll get to that in a bit. Okay, I think I've killed everything in this little section. So here's a book. As you see, I need a 17 magic and to get research book of healing. And then once I have it, I can get that book and use it. And it's very similar to how like it worked in Castle of the Winds, where if you find a book in Castle of the Winds, you can just read the book and get the spell. There's no book of spells specifically in Diablo 1, but it's, you know, very much based on that game. And I think this buckler has no real armor to speak of, so I doubt it's gonna be anything worthwhile. Healing, I want that staff to heal myself up. Rags, I don't know what it does, but maybe it's beneficial, so maybe we'll keep that around. At least put on this after. We'll keep all this stuff. Let's go in here. I'll beat up all the skeletons. Get this, get that. Here's a book of healing again. Bring it. Dead. That's a cheap way of doing it, but much like in roguelikes, you can door hop and whatever. Him in a narrow hall and they can't get to you or whatever. It's all, you know, same strategies that you can find in roguelikes. And that's really something I'll know about this game. This is really a roguelike in disguise. It's just, you're fighting a whole lot of monsters at once. But you have like traps, you have like the same strategies you employ in roguelikes, and it's more fast paced. That's one of the reasons I think Diablo was so popular, is because this is a roguelike. It's in all ways a roguelike, except that it's you know, hack and slash. There's a Book of Charged Bolt, and much like the other ones, I can't read it because it's too high level. It'll be nice when I'm able to cast spells, but can't do them yet. I'll note something. If I want to, I can actually try and close doors, but there's no real point in doing so. And there's a zombie I missed. Or I didn't miss, he just didn't notice me. If they don't notice you, they won't come after you. Carefully, it makes easy pickings on these guys. Okay, I got my level up a little bit. So now I can get healing! And now I can cast healing whenever I need to. Let's do this first though. That's probably not worth it, but whatever. Do on this one. And this one too. It's not really worth using, you know, your spell on like this spell on good stuff, but eventually it comes to the point where this stuff that you're finding here is just all worthless anyway, so whatever. Identify. This is a Rags of Vitality, so it gives +3 Vitality, so that's definitely something I'll put on after this. And we're just going to switch over to heal spell. Now I can heal myself if I need be. Something to note is that you can actually be interrupted while you're casting spells in this game, much like in, you know, other games. If you get hit, basically you have a chance that you'll be interrupted, I think, or maybe it's always interrupted, I'm not sure. Let's go down this way, then we seem to explore it. Explore now. You notice me putting my mouse all over the place. In Diablo 1, there is a couple things that, you know, were nice to have that they add into like Diablo 2 and 3, but they aren't available in Diablo 1. I can't actually, you know, press a key and all the items that are pickable up will show up. I actually have to hover my mouse over the places to see if there's stuff I'm missing or not. Okay, they're all dead. Now, what's really neat about this game is how light works. You'll see like light sources lighting up the area around you, and it'll actually sometimes happen if you run into like certain unique mobs. They'll actually light up the area as well. I'm gonna do this. Let them come out to me. So if I want to, I could close this door. So there's, you know, something I could do. You know, maybe I want to take out some guys and then fight the rest later on, or whatever. I don't really care, we're just gonna beat these guys up. And we're pretty much almost done the first level. There's another bookcase that I could explore. My cloak's getting destroyed again. In a way, these guys are fun when they run away from you, but they're also kind of annoying too as you chase them down all over the place. Ooh, lots of skeletons in here. I closed the door on him. He can't get out. Oh no! Of course I can still kill him. Scroll of healing. Scroll of healing. Nothing in here really I'm interested in. It's really fun how big these levels are as well. There's definitely plenty to do in this game if you look around. Now, I'll actually note I didn't play Diablo 1 as much as I did Diablo 2. I actually started playing Diablo 2 before I played Diablo 1. But I still like Diablo 1 a whole lot. Diablo 1 has a sort of charm to it. I mean, you're not running around as in Diablo 2, and you're not, how should I put this? Using like powerful spells and skills all over the place. This is just like a simple roguelike in Diablo-like terms. That's what it is. I mean, Diablo by itself doesn't really define a Diablo-like genre. Diablo is just sort of a roguelike that's been modified to be a Diablo-like. Not as much variability on that for sure, but whatever. Let's go over here. I should probably head out and start selling stuff soon. Oops, that gold. 9 pieces. Almost done. There's a short staff of something. There's a trap, by the way, if you saw the arrows fly by me. I'll turn it off just in case there's another trapped chest or something. Traps are interesting in that they can sometimes be fatal, but they're more just a nuisance in this game. But I've seen fatal traps in this game. You'll sometimes have like a fireball come out of the wall and just blow your head off. I dropped the short sword staff here. I want to pick that up. There's definitely no room in here, so I've got to start thinking about getting out of here, selling some stuff. Let's do that. And we'll show you a little bit about what the town folks can do for you. Also, look, my guy sheathed his sword. Anyhow, so my character here, he's going to just let's actually do this. Alright, we're just going to do this first. I'm going to sell some stuff. Short sword goes away, club goes away, cloak goes away. I'm going to put this on here. Now I'm holding a staff. Like a wizard, but whatever. I've already got healing as a spell, but
What ails you, my friend?
this guy can heal me. I can also buy healing items from him if I want, but we don't need those, so whatever. We've got some mana potions in here I don't need to specifically have in here. My mana is so low that these will probably be pretty useless for a while. I mean, I'll probably get full mana from this little potion of mana. thinking about it, I'm actually going to drop, I think, this book into for selling as well. Charge Bolt is a nice little spell, but it'll give me a lot of money if I sell it, so I'd rather sell it. And let's sell these two. No, they're not worth selling. Book of Healing goes. The Book of Charge Bolt will go. The Book of Healing will go. Now I have enough gold to buy possibly something useful. Hopefully a book in here. Nope, no books in here. But if I want to, I could get like Town Portal, which should make it easier for coming back and forth to town. We'll actually buy one of those. Town Portal is an interesting spell in that it lets you port back and forth to the town. In Diablo III, they took it out and you just have like, you know, this button that you press and then you get Town Portal happening for you. But in Diablo 1 and 2, you actually had to cast the spell in order to cast it. It's kind of interesting. The thing I really like about Diablo 1 is that it's an inventory management game in terms of the fact that these potions of healing and all that, they aren't as effective as they are in like Diablo 2. And they'll still, you know, you can still turn this into a pot fest if you really want to, but they're not as good for it if you want to do it that way. Drop this here. I'll identify that when I get the chance, I think. And we'll explore this way just for a bit. Watch me use my staff. A little bit slower staves, but they're still pretty fun to use. And these guys are so weak anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's a bit slower than the dagger. There's an enchanted saber. That could be useful. Alright, let's identify the short staff. So this is a short staff of +5 to magic. Nothing good about that, really. I'll keep it, I guess, for selling, but it's not really worth keeping at all. There's a good buckler, perhaps. This is going down in durability quickly, but oh well. That's going to happen just because it's crap. You know what, we're going to head back out just this way just because it's close by. If I was like on level 2, I might use the Town Portal scroll, but we'll actually just show you Kane and buying items for, I guess, from the store right now if possible. So I have like these items here. Let's say I want to try and sell stuff and get some money for better stuff. We'll heal up first.
What ails you, my friend?
Now let's talk to Kane and say, what are these items going to do for me, Kane? And he tells you, for $100, I'll tell you what to do.
Stay a while.
Saber. This is a chance to hit, +1. This is a +5 to vitality shield. And I go to Griswold. Hey Griswold, what's up? What are you selling? He's selling a robe of sturdiness, which has high durability and armor. There's a red cap of light. There's a club of quality. We'll look at the robe of sturdiness. This because it's got sturdiness in its name. So the let's sell all this stuff. Usually it's better to identify stuff, by the way, just for money, but whatever, sell it all. And that's a little bit about what you can do with shops. Shops can be a real interesting factor in this game. Sometimes they have like useful stuff, and then later on, you know, you can skip it, but they're still there regardless of what you do. Alright, let's go show off the second level. Like the Diablo I music. Alright, so we've already explored level 1. Let's just show you level 2. Now something to note. The mobs are actually, how they spawn is that each time you go to a different level, it's based on what your level are of the first person who comes there. So let's say I'm like, you know, level 3, I'm going to be getting a level for level 3 monsters. If I say level 16, then it'd be much the same way. The mobs would be scaled up depending on my level just to a certain point. There's factors that, you know, they'll scale it down based on, like, you know, this dungeon being the first one. They'll scale it up if you went to a higher dungeon, but it's still gonna be like that. Ow. Looks like we have some Burning Dead to help us this time around. Show you what it does. And he died. Let's get magic up. We got Plague Eater. There's an axe if I want to use it. Let's go this way first. There's another Plague Eater. Up, I'm gonna get ambushed from the side by Devilkin. This is an upgrade fallen, if you can't tell. Here's some fiends. Okay, let's use my staff to heal myself up. There's more Devilkin. As you can see, they're taking a few more hits now. But that's partly because this weapon's a little bit weak, and these guys are somewhat strong. They have some hit points on them. Okay, they seem to be all dead in here. Let's move on. Yeah, let's run away. And much like fallen ones, these guys do run away. Which is convenient because these guys can be kind of deadly if they gang up on you. This guy dropped the bow. Let's demonstrate the bow a little bit. So one thing that's really nice about this game, in like Diablo 3, you'll see that, you know, certain weapons don't work with you, but in Diablo 1 2, you can equip whatever weapons you want. So let's say I want to use a bow. I'm the ranger. Of course, it's very difficult to make use of it. Okay, they're all dead. So that just shows you a little bit what the bow can do. Let's put on the axe. I didn't sell the Staff of Magic, so I guess I have to sell it to Adrian, maybe. Show you the big axe, the big hunking axe. Much faster, right? Because it's got higher damage. This is what the difference between, you know, using weaker weapons and stronger weapons. If you can tell, you know, on the second level here, big weapons hit hard. Of course, I don't have any defense for my buckler hand. Now, if you saw that guy there, he started to feed on the guy next to him. So if that guy gets injured and he runs away, he'll actually try feeding on stuff to heal up. I'm gonna run away. Kill him. Let's up magic again. I don't have an identify scroll for this, so drop that. These are just regular scavengers over here. Here's a mace. That could be useful. There's a corpse captain. That's a different skeleton. Let's go up town portal. I just put myself in a bad space. So that's the improper tactics to fighting here, by the way. Charging into a room. But I survived it. Much like in roguelikes, you have to use proper tactics in order to win this game. You can charge into a room eventually, but doesn't mean you should. Put this on, put this here. Here's a hidden shrine. This will boost my stats or something. Use strength as force through destruction. So I don't know what that did, but usually they're helpful in some way. Might have destroyed an item or anything like that. Ow. Let's do one of these scrolls. Get myself up. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Let's see what this shrine does. While the spirit is vigilant, the body thrives. Okay, this was a shrine to give me mana shield. So what's basically going to happen is that this effect will make this go down instead of this when I get hit. As you can see, there it goes down. Really great for fighters. Somewhat good for mages. All good all around. And a bunch of guys here. The path isn't anything special, these guys, but you know, whatever. It wasn't exactly too important to have proper pathing monsters back in the day. They path well enough, anyways, for what they were implemented to do. A scroll. Let's put this. Get my healing spell up when needed. There's a book. That's interesting. Book of Telekinesis. I need 3 free magic to cast it, but still interesting.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Alright, I gotta, as he says, pawn some of this stuff. But making room will also help too. There we go. I'm able to hold it all. I'm not yet used to controls, as you can tell. It's still an old game, and the controls are clunky, to be sure. Fun, but clunky. Keep going this way. Now, something to note about Diablo 1 is that as you kill monsters, they actually give you information about them. So after killing so many scavengers, I can tell you what type of resistances they have and eventually what type of hit points they have on them. Telekinesis. I forget what telekinesis does, but I think it lets you pull items towards you or something. Pick up that buckler for now. There's a way down to level 3, but I can't actually go down there because I don't think it allows you in the shareware version. Not available. Still lots of fun to be had in this game though. Yeah, let's go this way first. Whoa, lots of guys all at once. Run away. Beat them all up at once. So as you see on the bottom screen there, it tells me what type of enemies they are. Certain enemies like the Burning Dead, it's like fire resistant and magic immune. These guys are no magic resistances. I'll just hover over it while I run away from one next time, so you can see what to do. No magic resistance, 25 kills. I think once you get the 30 kills, it tells you what hit points they have. 15 kills gives you the information on what they are resistant to, and 30 I think gives you HP values. Yep, 1 to 3 hit points. Hit points 1 to 3. There's a scroll of identify. Let's use that on something. Ooh, that's a really red staff of the fool. Let's just drop that. That's not going to be useful, I don't think, for selling or keeping. You know what, we're going to drop this too. I'm mostly keeping stuff that I can possibly use or sell, and in most cases here I'm just looking to sell stuff. Okay, we explored in here pretty well. So as you see, my mana is almost gone from this thing taking it all. If I want to make more hits on my mana, I can basically quaff a potion. It'll send it nice and up and far away, so I don't have to worry about it. Here's some carvers. These guys are new. These are basically like the Fallen, except I think these are a little weaker than Devilkin and a little bit stronger than, or a little bit weaker than Devilkin, a little bit stronger than Fallen is what these guys are, I think. Oh, there goes my mana shield. Not taking damage to health, which is fine. Ow. Got hit by a trap there. Let's back off. I'm just going to show you this. The rope is currently at 1 durability. Watch what happens if I let it go to 0. So I clear everything out from here. I'm currently at about 3,000 experience, so let's actually play safe and quaff some potions. Well, you know, mana only goes up that much right now. I think I cleared this entire level mostly, except for over here. There's something over there. Still no sign of the butcher, so I'm wondering if he doesn't appear in the shareware version, which would be kind of a loss, because I'm pretty sure people want to see the butcher. in a reminiscing video of classic gameplay and all that. There's some books. There's a potion of rejuvenation. There's a bunch of fiends. Nothing really dropped around here. Now I'll go up here a little bit, clear up this part. It still hasn't gone to 0 durability yet. That's some high durability item. We're up to... it's pretty much close enough to level and get this up to full again. Flag here is a little bit dangerous. I didn't really mean to pick that up, oh well. Let's hit this guy once. All done. Let's start looking at stuff in here. Here's a book of telekinesis again. Book of Firebolt. Identify. Telekinesis again. Basic quality. That's Time Portal again. Book of Healing. Charge Bolt. That one came along. Level up. We're going to put some stuff in the magic again. That'll be enough, I think. Here we go. I can get telekinesis, apparently. Something to note is that as you find books, you can actually use the books again to get a higher spell level. So, spell level 1 of this, and I'll go here, telekinesis. This is level 1 right here. Let's say I use these books here. Telekinesis spell level 2. And basically it raises the level as you use the books. So, that's worth noting. Sometimes it's better just to, you know, save the books for yourself to upgrade the levels instead of selling them for money. Though in my case, I don't really care about some spells. Like Charge Bolt is kind of useless, I find. It can be fun to use, but you know, it's not exactly great utility-wise because it misses too much for a mana cost. Now, looking at all this, it seems like that's pretty much it. There's no butcher, so that's pretty much it for my playthrough here. Can't go down to level 3. Not available in the Shareware version. So, I guess that's pretty much it for this game. Diablo 1, I really liked it, and I did enjoy playing it for, you know, quite a bit. The thing I really disliked though about it is that it had a good potential to be a good multiplayer game, but when I started playing it around a time like Diablo 2 came out, the game had been hacked so badly that people were basically just, you know, having hacked items, duped gear, and everything else going on and all that. But all in all, this was a great single player game for when you played it, so I definitely recommend playing it if you haven't already, and you know, give it a whirl if you have. Anyways, that's it for this game. Hope you enjoyed.